The story of Crazy Joe was torn from yesterday's headlines, and it's as terrifying as tomorrow's.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Crazy Joe. Another physical media review for you today. This one is for a film that many of you probably have not heard of. I got to be honest, I had not heard of this film until I received the review copy. This is a very, very, very early Sylvester Stallone film before Rocky. This film is from 1973. The original title was Nowhere to Hide, but it is now available on Blu-ray under the title Rebel Director's Cut. Rebel Director's Cut. I was not familiar with this film. Frankly, the earliest Sylvester Stallone film I was aware of was The Party at Kitty and Studs. Google it at your own risk. But this is a film where Sylvester Stallone plays a young anti-war activist named Jerry. It's the 1960s, and he and a group of other college students are planting bombs in office buildings of companies that do business with South American countries in the 1960s. It's an anti-war film. This is the epitome of a low-budget film. Like I said, I never heard of this. This is filmed on the cheapest of film stock. This is available on Blu-ray, and it doesn't look super HD, but the film stock it was shot on, this is best. This is as good as this film's going to look. I don't know what to say about this movie. It's a tough watch. It really is a tough watch, in part because of the budget. The dialogue is sometimes hard to hear. The film is as grainy can be. It is the cheapest film stock you can imagine. This film is really, really, really on a shoestring budget. The FBI finds out these kids are planning bombs. They're kind of listening in on their conversations, and it's not an easy watch. But if you're a fan of Sylvester Stallone, it's probably worth checking out because this is his first major role. This is before the Lords of Flatbush even. So this is like, other than A Party at Kitty and Studs, this is the earliest Stallone you're going to find. It's an interesting film. And apparently this film's been recut a number of times. It's now called Rebel Director's Cut. Originally it was called Nowhere to Run. Apparently in the 80s it was recut as a comedy film called A Rainbow. Spelled like sort of like Rambo, but with a, I don't know how you turn this film into a comedy. There's nothing funny about this film. I read that on Wikipedia. I'm not even sure how this movie gets turned into a comedy. I don't know what to say about this film. I just finished watching it. And I'm kind of at a loss. It's a hard film to describe. I just told you the plot, and yeah, that's about all there is to it. It's not a very complex film. I don't think this is a very good film, quite frankly. And I'm not just talking about the budget. Like, it's low budget. It's very on the fly. But even if they had all the technology in the world, I just don't know that it's that compelling of a story, quite frankly. You do get some special features on here. There is a trailer. I don't know if you can see that. Is there a glare? Can you see that? There's a glare. There's a glare, isn't there? I don't know. Anyway, you get a trailer. You get Rebel Reborn, the making and restoring of Rebel Director's Cut. I watched that. It's an interview with the director. Kind of talks about the film, the casting of Sylvester Stallone. You get one disc, Blu-ray only. There is no DVD. There is no digital code. Just the Blu-ray. This is an interesting movie. It's being released by Giant Blu-ray disc. Put this out. Not a major label. This is as low budget as it gets. I wish I had more to say about this. But, I'm fresh from watching it, and I don't know what to say about this film. It's really... It's not the most compelling story, I'm sorry to say. I wish... I'm a Stallone fan. I love Rocky. Look, I'm from Philadelphia. We're required to like Rocky in Philadelphia. I like Rambo. I like Demolition Man. I like Cobra. I am a Stallone fan through and through. This is not his best work. I wish this was some uncovered gem that, hey, let's look at this old Stallone film. Apparently nobody's seen this movie. Apparently no one's seen it, because I even looked it up on Rotten Tomatoes to see what the general consensus was. There's no tomato meter. I mean, it's listed on Rotten Tomatoes, but there's no tomato meter for this film. So apparently even the professional critics haven't seen this film. That's how obscure this movie is. This is not Stallone's best work. I mean, he's a young actor. He's just starting out. You know what? He's fine in this. Don't get me wrong. The problem, it's not Stallone. It's just not that compelling of a film, I'm sorry to say. But it's definitely an interesting curiosity. If you're a fan of Sylvester Stallone, this might be something you want to check out just to see where he came from, where he started, his earliest work. This is not a great film, but it's an interesting film. I'll say that. It's definitely interesting. I'm glad I checked it out. I'm glad I watched it. But it's not something I'm going to be revisiting. But it is available now. If you're interested in this little forgotten gem from Stallone's early days, you can pick up Rebel Director's Cut wherever you get your physical media now. I want to thank Giant for sending me this review copy. And like I said, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Well, in any event, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.